This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
On first and 10, Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Gun.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Gun. Gun.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. Room here to run. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Rudolph on the receiving end from Cousins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Hey, Delta.
Check. 42's the mark.
Right here.
Cousins gives way to Cook. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Packers' 44-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Cousins. And just as you called it after the earlier sack, they set up the screen. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. I took your advice from a bit earlier, tried the screen, but that one, it was covered up pretty well.
They did a nice job on it, but I still think it was the right idea. Probably just a block or two away from making it work.
Now Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
They run, Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. On 3rd down, it's Cook, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
Give me 19.
54 Mike. Let's go, let's go.
Number 50. Hey, orbit.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Check 26.
54.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
Let's go, defense.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 50.
Yeah, live.
Watch.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down.
Check, 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 check.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
At the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Jim. Check. Check.
Inside.
Watch twist.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now a first down carry by Jones. And some room to roam now. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big run there by Jones. 55 yards. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
Check 26. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Kelly, don't let Kelly.
Now Jones. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
I know he might be a little winded after that previous long run, but now you're in goal-to-goal situation. That changes what you do defensively, and it worked for them on that play.
Maybe trying to reward him after that long run. We'll see if they go back to him again on the ground. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Rip left.
Hey, 88. Jump out. Easy.
Now a give, right side. Grant. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Corey Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Throwing on 2nd down. Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And this is going to result in another. First down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line.
A gain of 27 on the play.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
42 the mark, boys. 42. 42 the mark.
To throw, Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Now a run with Cook. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Cousins now. Setting up the screen for Cook. Cook stripped, the ball's out, and the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Blue 58.
54. Don't get nervous.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
You ready?
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Hey, Charlie.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he finds the tight end, Reed. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check 15. Check.
Also over here.
6 guys. Check 6.
This is Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Undercrush. 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 Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Kill. 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 Check 99. Check 99. Check. Crunch. Crunch.
Inside.
You go touch.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Check 30.
Check 24. Check 24. Deuce, 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 deuce.
Check right.
Check 25. Check 25.
Hey, zoom. Zoom, zoom.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Green 18. All right.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he'll take this one down near the 15. It was Devontae Downs who made the tackle.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down.
Go, go, go.
On third down, here's Jones. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. They got a yard on first, 2 on second, and 3 here on third. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Rosa's kick is good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
26. Run.
Pull it together.
Hey, high 7.
54.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Switch. Green 18.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Mike.
Where are you?
I smell fear in that offense. I smell...
Lucky 50. 300.
Mike 4-2, Mike 4.
Following the interception, Cousins. And it's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Let's put that team on the clock.
Gun.
Check, 42's the mic. Check, 42's the mic.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. He finds an opening past the 40. 13 yards, 1st down Packers. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Right. Check.
Say. Kill. Hey, turn.
Now Jones. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Right, 54. Hey, they're scared. Slam.
They'll run it with Jones. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Watch the slant.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
Yes. Hey, Haywood.
Right there. 54 Mike. 65.
Hey, Mike.
65. Hey, watch that.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st.
Slam.
On 1st down, it's Jones. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, 626.
Check 13.
Big Ed. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
630.
They will run with Grant. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Let's go.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Over. He don't want it. Under 10, 10. Shit.
Protein spill.
Check four. Watch out. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check nickel. Kill. He's checking.
Inside.
Crash. Check 43. Check.
Here's Grant. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Gun.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Gun. Can't. 22 jet bomber. Gun.
They run it again with Cook. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Well, very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The throw over the middle taken in. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
54 is Mike. Check me again.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
Still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
And this one hauled in by Rudolph. They'll wind up getting 8, but it's not enough. 4th down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Cousins on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, D.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Open man, once again, it's Thielen. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. First down, here's Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Bravo. Check 42.
Throwing again on second down. Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To the air again, it's Cousins. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. One last shot now for Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 19, and that will write a finish to this ball game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Packers, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.